The gross GST revenue collected during December 2022 is 1,49,507 crore rupees, of which CGST is 26,711 crore, SGST is 33,357 crore, IGST is 78,434 crore, including 40,263 crore rupees collected on import of goods, and cess is 11,005 crore, including 850 crore rupees collected on import of goods. The revenues for the month of December 2022 are 15% higher than the GST revenues in the same month last year. During the month, revenues from import of goods were 8% higher, and the revenues from domestic transaction, including import of services, are 18% higher than the revenues from these sources during the same month last year. During the month of November 2022, 7.9 crore e-way bills were generated, which was significantly higher than 7.6 crore e-way bills generated in October 2022. The Goods and Services Tax, GST, was introduced in India on the 1st of July 2017. The rolling out of GST has been one of the significant reforms in the realm of taxation in India, especially in the indirect tax regime. Over the last 5 years, the GST reforms have contributed to strengthening tax compliance and tax administration in India. The government's One Nation, One Market, One Tax has been the rationale behind redesigning India's indirect tax system. The GST regime has brought 1.3 million taxpayers into a unified indirect tax regime. The GST regime has simplified tax filing procedure for business and improved the ease of doing business in India. The entrepreneurs and traders have benefited from the transparency the regime has brought in for paying taxes. One of the significant variables in the construction of ease of doing index by the World Bank is the ease of paying taxes. The GST reforms have helped to improve the ease of doing index ranking of India significantly. GST is a significant tax reform since independence, which subsumed 17 existing levies like VAT, excise duty, service tax and 13 cesses. The GST regime has simplified tax structure ranging from a low rate of 5% for essential commodities to 28% levied on luxury goods. The other tax slabs are of 12% and 18%. A special 3% rate is levied for gold. In addition, a cess is levied on the highest tax slab of 28% on luxury goods like cars and sin goods such as aerated drinks, coal, pan masala and cigarettes. This cess collection goes to a separate corpus compensation fund, which is used for GST compensation to the state governments to make up for the revenue loss suffered by the states after the GST rollout. The Government of India has extended the Goods and Services Tax compensation cess until March the 31st, 2026. The cess was to end on June 30th, 2022, 5 years after the GST rollout on July 1st, 2017. In September 2021, the GST Council had also decided on an extension to raise funds to repay loans taken by states to make up for the shortfall in compensation cess collections due to the COVID-19 pandemic in the last 2 years. When GST was rolled out, states were promised compensation from the cess fund for 5 years if their GST collection falls short of the revenue-neutral rate at 14% compounded revenue growth. Since July 1st, 2017, the tax base has increased significantly, with 1.36 crore active GST registrations in India as per data on March 31st, 2022. Data also reveals that GST revenue collections have crossed the mark of 1.45 lakh crore rupees every month since June 2022. The rationalization of tax rates under GST regime is a crucial ongoing process. The GST billed as One Nation, One Tax has been India's most ambitious indirect tax reforms since independence. The political economy of GST over the last 5 years has been judicious. There is immense scope for further reforms to achieve the potential of GST revenue buoyancy.